At the Berggruen Institute, we talk about transformational change, and we really try to deepen our understanding of what's happening to us right now as a human community, and how do we adapt to those changes. In this particular conversation, we'll be talking about the power of narrative, and I hope this actually grows into a series of conversations about it, because I think narrative is sort of reestablishing its preeminent position in helping us interpret and understand our world. Historically, we've done this forever. Storytelling is written in the DNA of humans since we've been writing on caves or the millennia-old oral traditions, all the way up to the Epic of Gilgamesh, which I think was the first written tale, and all the way up to today. We continue to tell stories, and we always have. For a brief period of time, we sort of turned to empiricism and the scientific method. And I believe that in this current era of the information age, we're sort of returning to narrative as the way to understand truth and reality. And there are pros and cons to that approach. And the reason why I believe that is because we're sort of overwhelmed. Our cognitive capacity as humans at this stage is really overwhelmed. There's so much information coming at us, and so much of it is contradictory, that it's really hard for us to discern fact from fiction. For every fact, there's an alternative fact. For every research study, there seems to be a counter argument, another study that seems just as valid, arguing something that's the opposite. For every, so-called, version of reality, there's an alternate version of reality. And so what people are doing is they're returning to the only truth they can truly know, which is the truth of what they feel about something, the truth of what resonates with them. And narrative plays such a powerful role in that. So I believe narrative is coming back, and there are, as I said, pros and cons to that. Narrative does have the capacity of distorting reality. And one could argue that maybe reality is a fallacy in itself, and that narrative is the best that we're ever going to have. But I think narrative is returning to this position in a different context, and we have to think about that carefully. And what I hope to explore with these incredible storytellers, really such an incredible panel, I am so excited to be sitting up here with these people, but is to explore the context in which narrative is returning to this space. And that is one that is largely and increasingly controlled by technology. Technology is determining what things we see, what things we hear, what kinds of information we're exposed to, and what we're not exposed to. Algorithms are increasingly writing stories, it turns out, and some of the things that we're hearing reported to us are actually, it's not humans reporting them.